Alrighty, we are back with The Simpsons Hit and Run. If you've been up to date on this series, if you've been watching it on YouTube or you've been watching it live, you will know that it has been quite tough these last few weeks. Segments have dragged on longer than I was expecting. In the case of last week's stream, we're in this Bart section of the game here. I was literally just so ecstatic to just beat the mission that I spent half the stream doing that I didn't even load up the next mission. I didn't look at it. I was just like, because we were cutting it close to finishing time as well. So I just did it, and I said, okay, we're done. Okay, let's just call that stream there. So for this stream, we are going to try and beat this section and then try and beat the last section of the game if we can. I'm not going to make any promises. I mentioned this last night on the Elden Ring stream, but I know obviously not everyone watches every stream. Some people just drop in and out based on what game they prefer and stuff like that, especially on YouTube. That idea bears out in the YouTube views as well. So just as a little PSA here for the YouTube folks, there is a full and absolutely loaded calendar for the month of May, okay? So, which I'm going to talk about later in this stream, by the way, so look forward to that. But if I don't beat this game this week, I'm not going to have time to do it in the month of May. We will come back to it. That's my promise. That's my solemn swear, hand in the air, hand on heart. Going to go for it tonight. If it doesn't happen, I will come back to it at some point. Probably in June. June is tentatively a million asterisks and maybes around it. The end of June, I'm likely to be moving. So I'm probably not going to commit to any big new playthroughs for the first few weeks of June. So we'll probably do a bit of cleanup on Simpsons if you have to do it, and then maybe just do some other stuff to maybe do a little bit more Elden Ring, stuff like that after May. But I will definitely get to it. So we will not leave this game unfinished. That is my promise. Fucking block me on every channel you know me on if in a few months' time I have left this game behind, never to touch again. Hold me to my word. I guarantee you I'm good for it. But before we keep going, I need to get my drink going here. Same as last night, I'm drinking a delicious Stonewell medium dry cider. Stonewell are delicious. So again, I've often begged for an Orchard Thieves or a Monster sponsorship. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good. Really, I mean, let's up the ante a little bit here. Stonewell, if you're watching, cheers, fellas. Good stuff. Alrighty, enough chit chat. You all know what the deal is. You know what we're doing. Let's just get started here. As with last week, I'm probably going to just try and mainline the story, because we want to get this done.
Dad, the aliens have taken over the Duff Brewery and they're using it to store laser guns. Oh, God, never in my life have I ever had to do so much explaining.
What? This is Duff's worst disgrace since Duff Ice. It's time to use my secret weapon. Remember when I told you I sold my old car so you could go to college?
Yeah?
It was a lie.
Hey, tough luck, Swarthmore.
Race to the brewery before the aliens escape. Once again, folks, every mission in this game is just driving somewhere with an increasingly insane time limit.
Let's do this thing!
Okay.
You got it.
Oh, you motherfucker. Well, you crashed trying to take the shortcut, so that's what you get.
Oh, great, now I'm losing.
Shut up, Bart. I'm doing it.
I am excelente!
Aw, loser.
There we go. Oh, shit!
Harder than it is. Oh, I think I broke.
Oh, he crashed too, so that's fine.
Don't have a cow, man.
I don't remember what this car is from. This is not boding well for next week's Simpsons ranking stream. I have not been great at picking up on the many references.
Hey, what's up with that?
I do not remember where this car is from.
Done scratching myself. Your history.
Oh god, it's probably from a really fucking good, famous episode as well. Wrong turn, Barry. I literally. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I was actually winning, and I was. Do you know what it was? It was because of that mission we were doing that was super hard, where I had to race to Krusty Lou Studios. I turned right because that's typically the way you go for that mission. That was absolute stupidity on my part. Bart did it. Bart did it. One of Homer's like 6 phrases. He says, "Thank you so much for stopping by, Dust the Bunny." All right.
Bart Simpson at your service.
I got kind of lucky in that last attempt because
Homer hates losing.
the AI botched a shortcut, but oh, it doesn't look like we're gonna make it this time. Oh no, here we go. Oh, come on, dude!
You cheated, cheater!
You cheated, cheater.
Just call me Air Homer.
Just call him Air Homer, folks.
Gonna just have
You
to
heard that one
be
before?
Oh, I wanted a peanut.
Mine, all mine! Oh, this is too cool for school.
I'm getting a spam call while I'm trying to play this level. My phone went off. I was checking to see if it was my girlfriend. It says suspected spam. The spam calls, I don't know if it's the same in other countries. The spam calls in Ireland are fucking out of control again at the moment. Let me get another sip here. It's Homer's college car? Oh, from like the flashback episode. Yeah, of course, yeah. The roof being missing is a pretty big omission, but to be fair, they also do it to the family sedan. I actually don't know why they do that. Why does every car in this game have no roof? Because there's no. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
now come on!
I've already fucked this. Like this is already not happening.
Woohoo!
There's no like
That's
jump.
totally
I'm not beating this. So let's just try it again. Fun fact, if you punch Krusty in the US version, he says, "I swear I didn't touch your daughter," and she said she was 18. Wow.
no problemo.
I wonder how that... Is that really something they cut out of a European version? I mean, I guess it is, evidently.
Whoa, wicked!
Europe is famously not a safe haven for pedophiles.
My butt hurts.
That's a deeper topic we won't be getting into right now.
You're all mine.
I mentioned this last week with all those incredibly difficult missions. This stage of the game, it's like fuck up once and it's like you're not winning. Like I probably should just restart now because it's like okay, yeah. Oh, why won't it let me restart? Why won't it let me restart? This is gonna be it. I can feel it in my water. This is gonna be. We ain't beating this game tonight. I can already feel it.
You got it.
This is literally the first mission of the stream, and it's just it's exactly where we left off last week, which is just more of this. Do you know what I mean?
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
Love that quote, Bart. Love that quote.
I don't remember this being here before.
Like, come on, dude.
Woo, nice one.
Alright.
Whee!
Bart did it. I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
There are just like 10 million physics objects that you can get caught on when you're doing the jump.
Don't forget to ride.
And people say I'm slow. Wait a minute. That was an insult.
Oh, God, this is brutal.
The important thing is I'm not imagining these guys.
Oh, God, the aliens made it.
I was this close.
Listen, you chose me over United. We should have a little picture-in-picture, just Roy Keane criticizing my performance.
Piece of cake. Cake.
There's no heart there. There's no heart out of Barry. The Twitch I used to stream on, we cared, but we didn't always win, but we cared. Terrible Roy Keane, I know. I fucked this up already. Let's restart. Let's restart straight away, because it's like crash once, forget it. Crash once, you're done. Forget it. Which is great design that everyone loves, by the way, is that you fuck up once and that's it. You're just done. You don't get that shit in fucking Elden Ring. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a case of if you whiff on Radahn once, he murks you instantly. It's like, no, I had a couple of chances. I mean, he kind of does instantly murk you, but my point is that this is more punishing somehow.
Take that!
Ow!
Alright.
Damn it, I dropped my kebab.
Aw, loser! Woohoo! Gimme.
Again, physics objects. The shell. Oh my! Again, I'm back. I'm going backwards. So let's just restart. Like, this is a thing in fucking so many of this era GTA style games, which is like you can crash through post boxes, trees, fences, all this other stuff, but like I just crashed into that like clam on the beach. But like random objects in the world, just flip your car over and it's just like, oh, you're stuck. I guess you're fucked. Restart the mission. Fucking. I was having a fine day before I started streaming. Thank you so much for asking, Dust Buddy. Oh, this game is oh fuck.
Learn to drive, dumbass.
All right.
I blame society.
Don't have a cow, man. Damn automatic transmission.
Alright.
Nothing lasts forever. Ow! My neck! You mean I gotta get more?
Oh, come on! Oh, 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 baby, oh, baby. Yeah, if those Crash remasters had just come out and I hadn't already beat them, I would absolutely stream them. I'd probably go insane, but I would stream them. They were quite the event. Likewise, actually, you know what I think was even harder and more frustrating was Crash 4, which was simultaneously really fucking great, but also just psychotically difficult. I mean, Toys for Bob belong in jail for some of that shit.
Let's do this thing.
It was like the most I loved and hated a game, and it was the most where I kind of felt like, when I was complaining about it, I was like, I swear it's not just salt. I think it's legitimately too punishing and not a lot of fun in certain places. But it was really fun in lots of other places. But it was one of those ones where I think they just cranked the difficulty dial just ever so slightly too high. Okay, I've won this because the car got into like a 10-car pile-up and wasn't able to fix itself. But whatever, I'll take it. Mission complete. CPU, yeah, the computer fucked the jump, and then I just won by default. I thought I was going to go for another hour. The Ratchet & Clank reboot is great.
The lasers were only the beginning. Even now, our all-purpose evil cola is spreading underground through your water supply. It will wake the dead. Zombies will rise from the grave and devour the living. And our ratings will rise. Rise to levels unseen since the heyday of Evening Shade.
Oh man, that sounds cool. I mean, oh no, I hope their plan fails. Who am I kidding? Zombies eating brains? Oh, this is gonna rock.
Alright, so this is the Halloween level, the Halloween, Homer's level, but Halloween style is the final area. As you would call this. Yeah, so as you can tell, I blew through this section because Apu's section took me so long to beat. So, no bonus missions, no street races, one collector card, I didn't buy any clothes. Oh, you know why I didn't buy any clothes is because, in this stage of the game, the mandatory outfits that you have to buy, or cars, are so fucking expensive that I was like, penny pinching. I think I can do this. Yeah, I mean, what are we at? We're 15 minutes into the stream. We might go a teensy bit long, if we have to. Aliens invade Springfield. Evil cola caused. Dead to rise from grave. Local brain wholesaler reports surge in business. Yeah. So for the first couple of weeks when I was streaming this, I was doing the optional races. unlocked a few vehicles, all that other stuff, but I was kind of intent on beating this game within the next few, like, I started at the beginning of April, or at the end of March, actually. I wanted to beat it this month, and I was like, if I dedicate my fucking energy towards those races, I will never beat this game. And this is great, by the way. I think it's really neat that they said, let's do a Treehouse of Horror style section of the game. Any gags back here? Not yet. Maybe if I come back later. Turn on the TV. Yeah, I got Grandpa's Jeep, and I thought it helped me a lot early on. Any other decent vehicle they make you get, or they give you over the course of the story, you know?
The zombies are on the way. Shouldn't we do something?
Not now, Lisa. I'm trying to listen to the baseball game.
It's the top of the seventh, and oh God, zombies! In the crowd. Now they're eating my brain. Oh, the pain! Ah!
Oh, all right. I'll get us some survival supplies. Stupid Brockman getting eaten by zombies.
Collect supplies to help fend off the zombies. Don't let time run out. Folks, don't let time run out.
The cake.
Oh, 30 seconds. Holy shit. This is great music. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this is all spooky. This is great. No pagans.
Landers, give me your first aid kit.
Well, I was hoping to save it for Rodder and Totter to, bandage their brain-eater boo-boos.
Look, just rub a Bible on them.
Will that work to fend off zombies?
Who am I, Dr. Science?
Oakley dokley. Here's the first aid kit.
Daddy, if the zombies are dead, why aren't they in heaven? I hope my brain feeds a poor hungry zombie.
This game is not messing around. Holy shit.
Up the windows. I know. Boards. Must never run again.
This looks great. This Halloween section looks awesome. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? Oh, that music. Oh my god, this is great. Holy shit. I don't remember this section at all. I remember that it was in the game, but I did not remember. Yeah, fuck the time. We're still late game Simpsons hit and run here, where they're going to be punishing. Oh my god. Okay, I think I need to get my vehicle like immediately and bring it to Flanders with me, because that was a crucial like 5 seconds I lost running back to him. Like, that's where we're at for this stage of the game. It's like 5 seconds walking to your car is wasted.
It's crashing time.
Like, this is needlessly punishing, having like a 30-second countdown to go next door.
Stop. Oh yeah, stretch the legs and the crotch. Landers, give me your... Let's see, I need something to board up the window. I know, board.
Right. This looks and sounds awesome. I completely forgot, like, other than the existence of this section, I forgot what it looked and sounded like. This is great.
Ow! That hurt.
Ah, fuck.
My neck.
Hey, come back here. Them's our sleeping on boards. Guess I'll have to use a hog for a pillow now.
Talk to Mo. Finally, we're no longer on a countdown.
I am evil.
Like, all the NPCs look different. Oh, this is great. Mo, help me.
Mo, I need your chainsaw to chop up attacking zombies.
But then how will I defend myself?
Mo. Shouldn't the weapons go to save people who have loved ones?
So,
I think I made my point.
well, better go comb my hair before the zombies get here. My life stinks.
Listen, I love a depressing Mo bit.
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
These timing windows at this stage of the game are absolutely bananas. They are absolutely fucking bananas. At least there's like a new ramp. Oh my god. Oh get out of my way, you pricks.
Ow,
There we
my
go.
ass. Oh, that was too easy.
Oh, that's so cool. It shoots green. This guy eat me, or does he just look at me? Right.
Wow, I need a disco
I'm just
nap.
exploring a little bit. Hey, did I write this? Make Homer go crazy? This is great. I'm just gonna collect some money because, again, I feel like I will need it at some stage. Get fucked. Right. I mean, so far I've had to buy one costume per section. One costume or vehicle, and in some sections I've had to do one of each, so... Or multiple even, so we do have to... So we do have to collect our moolah a little bit here. Can I break this? Hell yeah, I can. Yeah, that was very generous of the game to give me that. Alright. Where the fuck? That's a decent whack of cash. I'll get more over the course of the missions. I assume this will be Treehouse of Horror related. Soul Donut.
Where am I gonna put all these?
One of the best. One of the best.
Ouch! My bikini zone's chafing.
See if there's any Halloween trinkets in Bart's room. There is. Oh, the scary clown bed. That's awesome. I appreciate all of this. All the little details. We should have evil Homer, I believe. Okay, dirty, evil. Donut. I believe that was the one I always used when I played this game as a kid. Again, I'm gonna opt out of buying one right now because I'm sure the story will ask me to buy one at some stage. Yeah, definitely a lot of care went into it. And look, the repetitive mission design, that is... Lots of games have that. Lots of games that are better regarded than even this have that. You know, it is what it is.
Oh, I wanted a peanut.
And realistically, I think they probably, if they had limited time or budget, they probably made the right call, which is to have it be a really wonderful Simpsons nostalgia piece rather than be the greatest game of all time. Because ultimately, what people like about it is the jokes and the references and the novelty of it being a Simpsons game. That's what people really like about it. So. Where the fuck am I going, by the way? I feel like the map is sending me all over the place. No! How did I miss that? For the love of Jesus!
Sweet, sweet
Krusty
obsessive
doll,
collecting.
alright. Alright.
I wish I had a dog with a staff.
Actually, no. Smithers, that seems like an optional mission. We will do optional stuff if and when we get a chance to towards the end of the game. Right now, let's stick to what we. There's Gil selling cars.
Possessions are...
Oh, the school burnt down. Bart, Barry, eyes on the road. Ah! Oh my god. This is no one's fault but mine.
Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet.
Holy shit!
I like that when I got here. Oh, I forgot my mission.
Oh my god, you prick of a video game. Alright, we're doing okay on the money front right now.
Oh, that was too easy.
How to cook for 50 humans. Or no, 40. Fucked it, Barry. Absolutely
My
fucked it.
God.
Wait, can I get sucked up into that? I can! Oh shit!
Nothing lasts forever. I feel bad about myself. Oh, my neck!
That's a nice touch. I'll give him credit for that. Oh, I'm losing coins, motherfucker.
Ow, my ass!
In my defense, this camera is horrible. Oh my god!
Ow, my head!
Okay. Urgh. Drive your wreck. Yeah, the card in the stonecutter area is a pain. Yeah, hell yeah, it worked. I love that you can drive the wrecks. That's a nice touch.
Switch the legs and the crime. Hey, you there, Smelly Sam. What's going on?
The alien craft is using some sort of tractor beam to suck up trespassers to their doom. Worst effects ever.
But that's real.
Worst effects ever.
What's with the cool black car?
My knowledge of sci-fi movies is correct, which it is. The black car is an advanced probe for the mothership. Now, if you're through, I will spend my last hours on Earth complaining about movies on the internet.
The gift of life is wasted on you.
Yes, I recommend you obtain a zombie car. It will protect you well.
There you
but
go.
It runs on human brains. Slight drawback.
I got plenty of those.
You will need the zombie car. Purchase it from the zombie at the Springfield Cemetery for 500 coins, or call it in from a phone booth if you already own it. See what I'm saying about you can't fucking just... It's all well and good putting loads of funny outfits in the game, but you really cannot spend money willy-nilly in this game. You have to fucking be careful. Alright, Cemetery Junction. Keep my eye out for any, like... I actually don't have enough money right now, but like, I probably will by the time I get there, but I'm looking for any sneaky little deposits of cash. Okay, you get some money for bringing this.
Go!
Oh, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Cemetery is the other side of Evergreen Terrace.
Ow, my head!
Oh, those that piano goes hard. Oh my god. Oh, the theremin. Here comes the theremin. So good. God damn. This music fucking rocks. Ralph's... I think I actually just went to Ralph's yard. No, I didn't actually. No, I'll have to check there. You're right. Oh, sick. Find out where the alien car is headed. Follow the car.
Sweet.
Oh, man, this is cool. I love that, like, comic book guy was like, there's the fucking spaceship, it's got a powerful tractor beam. The car is some kind of probe for the mothership, follow it. So, like, even in this fancy, cool Halloween world where they put an alien spaceship above the school, which is legitimately really cool, even still they find a way to do storyline logic that makes it so you have to follow a fucking car for the mission. Do you know what I mean? It's like they will never get away from the core design elements of these missions. They will always be this. This car seems weak as fuck, by the way. I need to find that wrench already. I think there's one near the school. Yeah, this car does not seem like it's going to hold up under much scrutiny. Oh, well. I have no choice but to keep going. Also, like, realistically, there was no actual reason for me to need this car. Like, all the purchasing things are, like, just artificial, stopgaps, you know what I mean? It's just there to say, hey, go grind out some coins to get a vehicle or get an outfit. Again, you know, I don't think these are nitpicks. I think they're pretty valid, but I think they accomplished what they needed to with this game. But if they were to revisit the concept for a new game, I think they would have to kind of really reevaluate the mission structure. Do you know what I mean? By which I mean add some. If I could be just really harsh and not have it just be three. Oh, fuck.
Drivers. Okay, that's a lot, dude. I am excelente.
I actually repaired that vehicle just in time, but you know. Yeah, the music early on is very bouncy and you know, you're exploring Springfield. Look at you.
Let's do this thing.
Okay, that mission wasn't too bad, other than this car is very weak. So I think on this attempt I should be all right. Yeah, which is what I mean. So yeah, what I was saying there about the mission design. I mean, it's kind of why. First of all, I think logistically, with all the licenses and stuff, I don't think we'll ever see a remaster of this game. But they could certainly go back and make another one. But I think making another one would be the more interesting concept, because I know most people aren't going to bother going out and getting a PS2 or aren't going to bother emulating it. But I feel like if more people revisited this game with their own two hands, they'd be like, yeah, it wasn't. It's a classic case of not living up to how you pictured it in your head, which is a shame, because some games from the PS2 era, you go back and you go, this still rocks, it's still fantastic. But then there are ones like this where, look, it does a lot of great things. We're just talking about the music, the art design of this level, all the references. It's still got a lot going for it, but as a 10-hour video game experience, it's pretty dang limited, which is ironic considering the thing everyone loves about it is an open world, you know. But yeah, I don't see Fox or Disney, I guess. Still technically Fox. I mean, in terms of who actually presides over. I don't see them getting back into the mindset of we have to make like Simpsons video games. They only recently started making new fucking Star Wars and Marvel video games, which translate a lot better.
But I'm bored of this level. We're number one. We're number one.
Yeah, I mean, a port with new controls would be good, but like, you know, I'm whatever I am, 10 hours into this, and it's just kind of like, I've done a lot of following cars, you know what I mean?
Obese ally. Based on my mathulations, I figured out the alien's weakness. It's nuclear waste. Yuck.
And how does that affect me?
Well, it could save the life of you and your family.
And?
Look, I've loaded my vehicle with nuclear waste from the power plant. It's going to deliver this toxic payload to the alien ship, risking myself and my delicious brain to zombie snacking, which if you've never undergone that, I can tell you it stings.
What a hero. And I never knew his name.
It's Professor John Frank.
Are you still here?
Protect Professor Frank from the aliens. Deliver the nuclear waste to the spaceship.
Piece of cake. Okay.
Oh, the old frame rate car. We're back in it.
Help! It's not good. Oh, good lord.
Wow, this car sure can take a beating.
The bad frame rate car coupled with all the extra crap in this version of the level is a great combo. It's actually holding up okay right now, to be fair.
Hey, watch it, Buster.
Alright. Oh, buddy. Okay, I spoke too soon. We're getting chunky. We're getting a little bit chunky, but that's fine. I hate how that jump is not properly... Oh. Wait, what? Collect nuclear... What? Let's just restart. Okay, if you crash, you drop it. Okay. Let me just restart here. Okay, I didn't understand protect. I didn't understand what the objective was. It's one of those things where when you crash, you lose your payload, so I need to be more careful.
Crashing time.
There was a PS2 Family Guy game, and it was also on the PlayStation Portable. Can't speak. I remember it not being very good. I remember it also not being like comically horrible as you might expect it to be, but I remember it like not being very good. It was kind of like one of those like I think they tried to keep it moderately interesting and you know they made it a little bit of a catch-all kind of variety bag of a game where there was like shooter levels and platformer levels and there was like really horrible stealth, I remember. You know, not doing any one thing because then you don't have to develop like a super complex shooter system or a platform or anything. So they did like really weird themed levels and I think it was okay to kind of get you through a game.
Impact imminent.
Oh god, I'm really scared. I'm really scared I'm gonna fucking lose this thing again.
I can't seem to glurb it. Negative trajectory outcome. That is scary.
Okay, okay. Like this game, that Family Guy game, it also looked really nice. Just those kind of animations of that era translated really nicely to this era of like 3D games. Oh, we're going to be cutting it close, and by cutting it close, I mean we're not going to make it. Oi.
That hurt because I didn't have a good ow.
I did not do the phone game. I've never done the Simpsons phone game. Just because in my very cynical gamer brain, I kind of looked at it as... And there was a lot of those type of like city building games at that time, and they all had various licenses attached to them. And I just did not... I'm also just not... Even if they're like really good, I'm not into like city building things. You know, whether it's SimCity or any of that stuff.
No, I didn't mean to hit a person.
Oh, fuck me. I've never really been into any of those games. The only time I've been into any of that kind of stuff, funnily enough, it's funny to say in hindsight, was Farmville. Back when that was all the rage on Facebook. And Animal Crossing, I guess. I dabbled in Animal Crossing when the entire planet was dabbling in Animal Crossing during the early pandemic. Oh, please make this over in one piece. There we go. But yeah, that genre never really was my thing, and so I didn't feel like playing like a licensed phone version of it.
You're not gonna get more?
And that's kind of what I was talking about there, about how I don't think Disney will ever get back into like making this style of licensed game. It's different when it's like it's an action property like Star Wars or Spider-Man or whatever. It's like, you know, these days when you have a license like The Simpsons or Always Sunny has a phone game, you stick it on phones, you take a generic like existing management game that already exists, and you oh, fuck, cunt, oh my god. The police system in this game is so fucking annoying. Anyway, you take an existing phone game.
Now to just get out of the path of the tractor beam.
And you just put your license on it, and that's what they do with stuff like Simpsons.
Boy, talk about thinning the nerd. If I'm gonna kill those town filming, black car driving, cola poisoning, laser distributing...
Old school? No, I played
some more toxic waste.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. Sorry, Homer was blabbering there about the next mission. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon on PlayStation. I liked it. I didn't dislike it, but can I get grabbed by this spider? No. I played that, just, you know, messed around with it as a kid. Didn't get too much out of it. What else was there? I've never been into The Sims for whatever reason. I could never really get into it. And Civ, I have never even attempted. I feel like I might get into Civ, but no. When everyone was raving about it a couple of years ago, I was thinking about getting into Crusader Kings, but again, it's not my kind of thing generally, so it's really hard to kind of work yourself up to it. But people were going crazy about that one. But yeah, these days it's easy to just pop Simpsons or Family Guy or Always Sunny. Like I said, Trailer Park Boys, which I absolutely love, one of my favorite shows ever. They have a phone game that should be very exciting to me, but it's some generic management game that they just slap the license on. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back rubs.
And the really depressing thing is that those games make a shit ton of money. So why would you go back to spending $50 million US on a Simpsons platformer for PS5 when you can just have your phone game and people put money into it and it costs you like a couple million to make, you know what I mean? Talk to Lisa. Any gags? Not a lot of gags here in Halloween World, that's a shame.
Remain calm, students. All is well in the school. My authority principle is total.
Okay, Willie still walks into the rake.
Couple you muckers!
He'll couple my mockers, whatever that means.
I need to find some nuclear waste, and fast.
Why don't you ask Mr. Burns? His buried
Where's my
nuclear
drink?
waste has poisoned Springfield for years to come.
Good old Mr. Burns. He'll save us. Thank goodness for nuclear waste.
Find a source of nuclear waste before time runs out. Folks, there's going to be a timer on this mission.
Bang.
Everyone get ready. 30 seconds to get back to my fucking vehicle. Holy shit. And I can't run indoors. Love it. Go, go, go. There we go. Right, where am I going? Fucking this guitar goes hard. Holy shit. Why does all the music in this section rock?
Uh-oh, it's that black car again. Ooh, it has the speed of a sub boss combined with the tenacity of a level boss.
Their video game humor is alright. It really is. Much better than you might expect, you know. I can't stand the police system. The police system is so annoying.
Suckers.
But yeah, their video game humor is not bad. It really isn't. And again, the humor kind of compensates for the fact that every fucking challenge in this game, regardless of what the storyline situation is, it's just fucking...
Come on.
It's a car. It's run away from the car. It's smash the car. It's follow the car. It's like, can't you do a GTA style thing? Like, you know in GTA sometimes you have to follow helicopters? I mean, those missions aren't very good, don't get me wrong. But like, can't you do a thing like that where I'm trying to follow a goddamn fucking... Ah, fuck you. Yeah, a couple of other people have asked about the 360.
Way to ignore the speed limit.
See, finally, we got some fucking platforming. We got something different to do here. I never played the 360 Simpsons game that came out around the time of the movie. Also just called The Simpsons. I heard it reviewed reasonably well. It was more of a traditional platformer. It was just kind of a platformer action game. I might actually, you know what, that might be something to do on this channel actually at some stage, because I've never touched it, but I think people were disappointed because it was not another one of these, right? This was so beloved, and then 3 years later they came out with a game that had a lot of money put into it, and it was obviously another passion project, and it was decently well regarded, but it was like, oh, it's not open world? Like, it's very hard to come back, do you know what I mean? It's very hard to come back from open world to like level based, especially in the mid 2000s when it was the most in vogue thing in the world. I might give that a go. It might not be great. I have not played it. I've heard decent things, not great things, but I've heard decent things about it. But I would be interested in giving it a whirl on this channel. Let's harvest all this money here, because I feel like we're probably going to... I'm after biting my tongue again. Holy shit, man.
Part of the Barryland follower Twitch gang, motherfucker.
Hey, Jimmler 66. Thanks so much for following. my Nick Gage follow thingy was very big. I forgot. The reason it's so big is because I said it big when I was testing out the cheers I added. You can check last night's VOD of the Elden Ring stream to see us messing around with the new cheers, and the new emotes and things like that. But that's why the alert box is so big. Blah blah blah. I failed. I was too busy looking at the chat. Any crowdfunding projects? No, not that I'm aware of. Again, it would be legally a nightmare to do that. Most of these like fan reboots and fan remakes and fan projects, they get in enough trouble when it's like one company. Like Nintendo is always fucking all over these people. They try and remake a fucking 40-year-old game you can't even buy anymore on the e-store, and Nintendo's like, we're gonna sue you out of existence. With this game, I feel like if you were trying to raise money publicly, that would probably be a big bone of contention with like Disney, who are very litigious themselves. Vivendi's owned by Activision, right? So I guess technically Activision might sue you for that. And then I guess also EA currently has the Simpsons license, so they would probably also get involved as well. Probably not worth it. But there is, I've mentioned it in passing, I don't have... Oh shit. Oh, that's actually kind of awesome. Okay, maybe it's not awesome, I fell. Where's it put me? Oh, back here. That's alright. Oh my god, it's the whole level. Okay, this might take me a while. Okay, hang on. Fucking Christ, Barry, pay attention. I mentioned it in passing. I don't have this version of it, but there is extensive modding on the PC version of this. So if you can get a PC version of this and find whatever community it is that does the modding, I legitimately do not know if it's a Reddit or if it's a Discord or what it is. But they have widescreen hacks and HD texture packs, and I've mentioned it before during this playthrough, but they also have full open world connectivity, right? So they connect all the different sections of the game into one map. You can't play story mode when you do that. It deactivates the missions, but you can drive like from Evergreen Terrace to the seaside area for Lisa's, you know, all that other stuff. Okay, okay. They wouldn't dare drop Mr. Burns. It's great that it's Mr. Burns' office, though. That's a nice touch. Can we push over the bear? I killed Mr. Burns! I'll show you how to use a phone, you boob! Oh, shit. One of my favorite Simpsons gags is Homer the Smithers, which is a phenomenal episode overall. But when Homer pretends to be Mr. Burns' mother, and he's and Smithers is like, she's 104 years old, and she doesn't call her son Mr. Burns. Great joke.
Ooh, Odds Budkins, is it you, Merryweather? Come to haunt me again? I killed you once.
Mr. Burns, it's me, Homer Simpson.
So you're not the ghost of my...
Is it about my cube?
Well, that was... Well...
Look, I need to get some barrels of radioactive waste to save Springfield from the aliens.
I agree. Illegal aliens are a nuisance.
Not leaf blower aliens, tentacle aliens.
Go. In that case, here's the map to where I buried nuclear waste barrels all over Springfield. And the EPA wanted to find me. Bleeding heart liberals. I hope they bleed from the heart.
Let's put my reminder tweet in here. Not even going to send it yet. I'm just typing it up so it's ready. Alright. Now is as good a time as any to plug this, by the way. Next week, we're starting our Simpsons Rankathon. As I burp a cider burp into the microphone there. This same time, 8 p.m. start time here in Ireland. Wednesday night next week, we'll be doing a tier maker stream looking at season 1 through 5 of the Simpsons episodes. Be there. I'll do a full plug for the schedule there towards the end of the towards the end of the... Oh my god. I'll do a full plug for the schedule towards the end of the stream. But that is... I'll tell you that is the first 3 Wednesdays of May. Oh shit, wrong way, Barry. Oh, this is literally the fucking Frank thing I just did. Mother of Jesus. Can a man get some fucking new mission types, please? As the great Nakey Jakey once said about fucking Rockstar mission design, over and over and over said good missions on over. This ain't them.
Learn to drive, dumbass.
God damn, it's pretty crazy that you have to do the exact same thing twice in a row. And we had a fun little platforming interlude there in Burns' office, but then it's immediately back to fucking, you know, this. Let me get this wrench because my car is not in good shape here. Alright. There we go. Video I'm referencing there, by the way, is Nakey Jakey's Red Dead 2 video review, which is one of my favorite gaming videos in all of YouTube. It is absolutely phenomenal. Jakey, come back, make more YouTube videos. I miss your YouTube videos. His last one was slandering Last of Us 2, and I still respect him. That's how good his stuff is.
Driving is my pet peeve.
He may be wrong about that, but he's right about a lot of other stuff, including Red Dead 2. That fucking bee there is impossible to hit.
My car is gone, and the ashtray was full of pennies. I need another car fast.
It's very poetic, Sig. Oh, they're gonna make me get more money to buy a fucking car!
Imagine me getting carjacked. What a total switcheroo.
Where's my drink again?
What'll
I keep losing my drink.
Don't?
Flip you the bird.
Okay, don't get freaky. Get in.
Collect and deliver the nuclear waste to the spaceship. Don't let time run out. Is this literally the same fucking mission again?
It's crashing time.
Oh, man. This is fucking... This is their big finale. This is the final act.
No.
God
I have road rage,
damn,
and I
it's
know how to use
repetitive.
it.
And I'm only playing this game fucking
I've really got to learn.
2 hours a week for like 6 weeks. Binging this game when you rented it for a weekend, you would have been so fucking bored. Again, the exact same spot that car attacked us like on like 2 missions ago. It's like, oh, lose the car. Yeah, lose it from the exact same place I lost it last time.
Take that.
Like, come on, man.
Now that's driving.
It's so, like, it's so half-baked.
I'm going to mess you up.
Again, for a game that is really well done in so many other ways.
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
Whoa, like there's a convention in town.
Music still slaps, though.
Possessions are fleeting. That hurt.
This town is...
I'm really trying to not get the cops after me because it's so annoying. And I'm also really worried that I'm going to have to buy another vehicle soon or another outfit. And I don't want to have to go fucking racing or destroying random objects around the town in a desperate hope to get the money.
Oh, like no.
Move it.
Snake's line reads are always great. Who does Snake? Is Snake Hank Azaria? I actually can't remember. That sounds right. It is Hank Azaria, isn't it? Side note, have you guys all seen, I imagine you have you all seen the Inside the Actors Studio with the Simpsons cast? It's great. You definitely have. I remember it being like appointment viewing when they said Sky One were going to air it, and I remember being, oh my god, I have to see it, and it was great. It was, you know, it was fan servicey as Inside the Actors Studio always is, but it was, you know,
getting vertigo.
The bit where he interviewed them all fucking in character is way better than that shit usually is. James Lipton's dead, right? God rest him. He interviewed Homer Simpson. We're going to be cutting close here time-wise, but I should make it. There we go.
Bombs away.
What? That wasn't part of the deal.
Why is this thing... There we go, I got him. I got him.
How am I supposed to rob a liquor store now?
Talk to Grandpa. Wait, who's this? Actually, oh, it's Willie.
Still, it's Willie's time. This isn't right. This isn't right at all.
Do not touch Willie. Good
Where'd
advice.
you get that sweet ride? I bought it with my Social Security. Thank you, Uncle Sucker. Give me a lift. I gotta save Springfield. Now you're not gonna sacrifice me for the greater good, are you, son? We'll see, Dad. We'll see. Oh.
Dude, it's literally the same mission. It's like they just have a cutscene where he talks to a different character to get their car, and it's the same motherfucking mission. My Jesus.
Back in my day, we called
Wait, why does Grandpa's car have a rocket on it now? Hell yeah.
It cost 4 playing cards a bite. Look where you going, you idiot! Eat my dust eater!
Wow.
The vibrations tickling my feet.
Oh, this car handles like shit with a rocket on it. Alright. Whatever. We're still making good time here. At least they mixed it up this time by having it be a race and not just lose this guy you've already lost 3 times.
We had to say dickety, because the Kaiser had stolen our word 20. God darn it! Get out of my way! Every minute might be my last!
I'm doing a terrible job here. To be fair to the game, that's also I'm also just doing a shit job.
Go!
Oh, it's actually really hard to see when your car is smoking like that. I'm sorry, police, don't chase me. I've got a smoky vision here.
2, 4, 6, 8, you suck, I'm great. You are the one I hate.
Ah, shit.
It was like that when I got here. How about them apples? Another one? Lousy generic villains.
I'm not gonna get out of here without getting fined. I know that for a fact.
There's my helmet.
God.
Oh, I swallowed my gum. All right, I'll work the pedals and you steer.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have to restart the whole mission.
Blame the Democrats. Why me? Stop.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing.
Meant me so.
This clip Sam Raimi going around essentially saying this is a Marvel movie and not a Sam Raimi joint. What, referring to Doctor Strange? Yeah. I mean, yeah. It is somewhat surprising for him to say that on the record, but yeah, that's literally every Marvel movie. I mean, it's like the Suicide Squad really proved that when you watch it, and you're like, listen, Guardians is James Gunn-y in a way, but the Suicide Squad is a James Gunn movie. It's kind of why people like me and, you know, who love Sam Raimi not only for Spider-Man but Evil Dead as well are not like super fucking stoked. Oh my god, Sam Raimi. It's like, you look at the trailer and people are like, oh my god, it's zoomed in on Elizabeth Olsen's eye, just like this shot from fucking Evil Dead. I'm like, yeah, whatever. The same thing that this always happens when they get like an acclaimed director. They do something that's a little bit their own. They try their best to put their spin on it, but it's not a fucking...
Let's do this thing.
It's not some kind of auteur piece of art. It's the same cut and paste job that everyone else does. But when you're like Sam Raimi or Chloe Zhao, you put your spin on it as best you can, but it's not your movie. I mean, it's like Chloe Zhao tried her best. You know, she The big thing that came out before that movie came out was, oh my god, they went to physical locations, and Kevin Feige couldn't believe it. He was like, oh my god, Chloe, you're such a visionary, taking a camera to a place and shooting the grass? Oh my god. And it was like ridiculous. But you know, that movie was still a shitty Marvel movie, and she couldn't do much to elevate it beyond that. And I'm sure Doctor Strange will probably be, based on like the fact that he's involved and the fact that it's, you know, it looks decent, looks exciting based on the trailers, it'll probably be a very fun one of those Marvel runs. But I'm not going in there expecting, you know, fucking drag me to hell. You know what I mean? It's like people trying to convince themselves, like obviously that trailer has like a fucking monster version of Doctor Strange with like multiple arms and stuff. And like, oh my god, it's such a creepy, cool Sam Raimi creature in this trailer. Like, motherfucker, that shit was designed 4 years ago before he even was making the movie. The direct, it's not like that behind the scenes footage of episode 1 where George Lucas is like painstakingly like staring at all the concept art and the molds of the aliens. It's not like that shit. They make their fucking, they pre-make all their CGI stuff. They pre-make all their monster designs, all their location designs, and then the director comes in for like 5 days. I'm gonna fail this fucking mission again. Fucking prick, get out of my fucking way. Oh god. Oh, this is doing my. Oh, Christ. Not beating this. Not beating this. It's gonna restart now. Not beating it. Oh my god! Fucking god, this game is gonna kill me! Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so fucking annoying. Also, I noticed, like, again, even though I haven't really come close to the time, I noticed that, like, so the time from when you get the waste to when you have to go back to the school is 56 seconds, or thereabouts. And all the previous missions, it's like a minute 20. So again, it's the same fucking mission, just with a different car, and they just slice 30 fucking seconds off the time. Like, oh my god. Anyway, I was enjoying our Raimi chat until this game reminded me of its existence. God fucking damn! Fuck me, man. Like, it's such a, it's a real highs and lows of this game, this final act, because this Halloween world, as we were talking about at the top of the stream, is so cool looking and so nicely designed, and the audio is phenomenal. And then it's just like the final act of missions is just dreadful. I mean, it's just been absolutely dreadful. It's just the same mission multiple times over with different vehicles, and you know, the previous two, you're fucking you have to lose a tail, and in this one you're racing a guy. It's like the same, which is basically the same thing. God damn, it's annoying.
Oh, out of control. I am excelente.
Right.
I'm not dead yet.
But yes, in conclusion to what we were saying earlier, it's very funny that Raimi just said, he said the quiet bit loud to tie it all back into The Simpsons. He was like, yeah, this is one of my movies. Although, as Mitch points out in the chat, it's not like Raimi's been churning out the bangers the last couple of years. Let's be real, you know. I fucking love the guy. He's one of my all-time favorites, but let's fucking be real, you know what I mean?
Please don't tell anybody I did this. Hell, fish forever.
He's always been kind of a no-bullshit kind of guy, to be fair. You know what I mean? Read his interviews about... I've never read him talk about Oz. I'm sure he wasn't too disparaging about it, because he wants to still work with Disney, because they're like the only game in town, but I'm sure he also doesn't fucking lie to you about how good it was. And he's been so on the record. No one hates Spider-Man 3 more than him, genuinely. Like, people try and relitigate that movie and say, oh well, you know, this bit works and this bit's okay and I kind of like this and it's still better than MCU movies, which I don't agree with. Like, I know we like to clown on MCU, but Spider-Man 3 sucks. I have no affinity for Spider-Man 3. But nobody hates it more than he does. Like, he hates that movie. He absolutely fucking hates it, and I think he hates that his name is on it as well. Oh, you... Like, that's some classic GTA shit that still happens in GTA 5. Like, you're just doing a mission, and the NPC in front of you is like, I'm switching lanes now, and you're just like, I'm in a rocket-powered car with a razor-thin time margin, and their NPCs, which, again, there's nothing wrong with the NPCs having the AI to just, oh, I'm going to switch lanes, but it's like, you can't, you can't, you can't make the margins for the fucking timing that razor thin, and yeah, Snowboy, you're too irony pill, sorry, the movie sucks, it absolutely fucking stinks. They give Harry Osborn plot amnesia for like 70 minutes, because they introduce him for like an exciting first act, and then they're like, okay, well, he has to go away because we have to do other shit, so we're gonna like hit him in the head and he's gonna forget everything until suddenly he remembers it. It stinks. It absolutely stinks. All the Bully Maguire memes are very amusing, but at the end of the day, when you sit down to watch the fucking movie, and it's supposed to be this fucking fucking dark side of this character, and he does the shitty fucking dance, which I don't like. In isolation, I don't hate the idea of doing the fucking stupid dance and having that be the type of movie you're making, because those movies are all very wacky. But like, they have him play an absolute fucking cornball emo like weirdo, and then in the laziest writing ever, when it comes time for him to say, oh, I'm so dark, I have to take the suit off, they have him just slap Mary Jane in one scene. And it's kind of like, this is unbelievably lazy. It's unbelievably lazy. You know, he's a little bit arrogant and he's a little bit annoying throughout the film, but like, the big fucking realization that I have to get this suit off me, it's the string web, comes from one very haphazardly put together scene. It sucks. Spider-Man 3 stinks. It absolutely stinks. I don't even hate the Sandman stuff. I like the Sandman stuff. There are aspects of the movie I like. I think it has a great score, as they all do. I like all of the performances except Topher Grace, who is a good actor. I do like Topher Grace, but no, it sucks. It absolutely fucking stinks. I'm not doing this. Okay, at least they spawn the fucking thing right in front of me. And at least now that I've gotten the police out of the way, the meter is back to 0, so I can at least fucking...
I'm a mean speed thingy.
The one thing I'm always surprised about with regards to Raimi and why he doesn't like Spider-Man 3 and stuff is that he's like, I'm always surprised to hear him say he just hates Venom. He just doesn't... No, I don't know if he hates it, he just doesn't like the character, and it would never be his choice to use it. Because he is a big Spider-Man fan, but I think his rationale is always that like he's an older guy, and Venom, it's easy to forget. Venom is a character from the late 80s, early 90s. If you are... Oh my god. If you are a child of original run Spider-Man, if you grew up in the 60s, you know, Venom's probably the fucking new generation shit to you, do you know what I mean? Also, a lot of people our age grew up with the 90s cartoon, which is legitimately, I think, a factor in why that movie, the Venom movie, both of them did so well, because it's legitimately a huge part of the zeitgeist for millennials. But, you know, people his age were not... Yes, get out, get out!
I'm confused. Let me check my underwear.
Oh, I did it. I fucking did it. Oh my god. Oh, where's my drink? I need my fucking drink. Venom is not a terrible character. Fuck off. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Anyway. Oh, we done? Is that it? It's cutscene time.
I smell toad!
Wait, did I leave Grandpa in the car? Did Grandpa just fucking 9/11 this spaceship?
Eat nuclear death, you effeminate wriggling spacewads! Imagine that, scared of some harmless nuclear waste. So very harmless. Oh, cut your fingernails!
That's a good bit. That's a good bit.
That fortune teller was right. I do end up dying in a spaceship crash.
Foolish Earthlings finale is #1 Space Rating Soar. Open the demo, boys.
For rescuing us all from that alien invasion.
Did that really happen? I thought it was a bad dream after eating too many raw hot dogs.
No, homie. You're the town hero.
Sweet. And the ninja babysitters? Was that real or a hot dog dream?
Hot dog dream.
Dad, your fans want you outside.
Fans?
Yeah, that was easier than I was thought, but it was still. Rest assured, everyone, it was extremely annoying. Yeah, there's me. Yeah, there we go, boys. We beat it. Yeah. Where's that my drink gone?
At least our show was a success.
Why did we go to Earth Heaven when we died?
At least we don't have to sit through the stupid video game credits. No!
Their game humor is pretty good. Like I said, their game humor is pretty good. Fair play to them. Anyone remember if there's anything funny in these credits, or should I just skip them? For the last bit of this stream, we will probably just
Probing. Who are these people?
Okay,
I
there's
never
voiceover,
saw them
alright.
during production.
They implement torture and punishment. The other drones scuttle and run at their approach.
What is the difference between an associate producer and a producer anyway?
Well, if you ask me, these humans spend too much time exchanging long protein strands with one another.
pretty lackluster. Yeah, three missions at the end that are basically the exact same. I mean, it's kind of one long mission, but if it was one long mission, that also sucks. Yeah, not great. Not great. Yeah, like I said, it's the ultimate mixed bag because there's a lot of great things about this game, but
currency credits required to build the recreational software.
What do Earthlings do with these green credits?
They are used to control the rationing of essential items like food and toilet seats. Huh. If I get another memo from that guy, I swear I'm going to klutz.
But yeah, what I said earlier, I do stand by. I think everyone clamors for a remaster of this game. If you directly remastered it and put it back out just in like 4K, 60 frames per second, which first of all, that would be pretty cool. I would still get it. I think a lot of people would be bummed about it. I think a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, the first couple of missions are kind of cool. It's so nice exploring Springfield, and then they're kind of like, you guys remember this thing having like 3 mission types, and some of them are pretty bad, and also the timing is incredibly tight. Like there was a little bit of conversation about that when they remastered Crash. They're like, was it always fucking hard? But ultimately, I mean, I think it was still fairly positive. But I feel like, yeah, if people put hands on this game in 2022, I think it would be a real, it kind of ruined it for me type thing for a lot of people. It's still, they nail a lot of it. It's not like it's terrible or anything, but it's you know, it is a fantastic love letter to The Simpsons with a very nice, jam-packed open world. It is not a great game. Is the unfortunate reality of it. Danny Elfman getting a credit. Coachella headliner Danny Elfman. You gotta put Elfman up there with like John Williams and Morricone as like top 5 or whatever composers for like media specifically. Obviously not generally, but maybe even generally as well if that's your prerogative.
Next year, let's use the female for our cross-fertilization initiative.
Huh? She wouldn't give you 10 seconds.
Talk about a waste of DNA.
Indeed, I met smarter people in the drunk tank.
You know who's an overrated composer? Zimmer.
These
Yeah, I said it.
humans were okay.
This guy was always saying, "Don't go there." What a loser. One of these guys had the creepiest forehead.
Well, yeah, I'd give him a lot of love for the Batman too, as well.
I've blown better special effects out of my smell hole.
These people made the quote
I think
movies in the software.
Batman is like
Hopefully
the
not
most
everyone will
over
skip their
fucking rated
creations
movie
and
of the
let
last
humans
like
make me look
5
bad.
years, but
Oh, stop
that
it.
theme
You'll finish
slaps.
the day
I won't
break
take that
you.
from the man.
And these bipeds,
They are the slave underclass, tied to radiation dispensers day and night.
truly death is their only release.
This one is most entertaining. I laid my eggs in his brain tissue.
The Earthlings never learned we replaced these guys with clones eons ago.
Through them, our bloody vengeance will soon be complete.
Oh, Snowboy, I'm not getting into a No Way Home debate with you.
Humanoids,
The
strange
Batman is more
aliens,
overrated than
so
No Way Home,
bold.
easily. It's a worse movie, also for starters. It was it was #1 on Letterboxd. Do you know why? Because as much as people like to think of Letterboxd as a hoity-toity film Twitter thing, it's not. Read all the top reviews of any film. It's Marvel Avies on it. It's like a microcosm of Twitter. Letterboxd is not a fucking film nonsense app. It's a normie app. That's the thing. So of course Spider-Man is the #1 film on there because it's used by normies, okay? And again, for proof, look at the top reviews of any popular film. It's Harley Quinn Avies, it's Batman Avies, it's Spider-Man Avies. That's just what the user base is. It's the same as saying that, like, shit is overrated because it's the top trend on Twitter. Do you know what I mean? Spider-Man was better than the Batman, Zig. You and I, you know what? I'm looking forward. I'm seeing Zig this weekend, everyone. I'm very excited. But you and I are gonna have it out about the Batman. The Batman is not that good. The Batman is actually the more I want to rewatch it because there were aspects of it I liked, and I was positive on it overall. But the Batman it's like two halves of two completely different films, and neither of those halves are even all that compelling. We're gonna have it out about it. I guarantee you. We're gonna have it out about it. It wasn't a good detective movie, and then the second half of it was just like a complete kind of cop out. Fucking, it is one of those ones. The more I think about it, the less I like it. But I want to watch it again. I want to watch it again. Fucking, oh man, Batman was so disappointing. God, fucking damn, getting annoyed just thinking about it. You can laugh all you want. Have I seen this loading screen before? I don't recognize this animation. All right, for the last couple of minutes here before we do the schedule, let's we'll jump back in here to we'll do some side quests that I skipped because I was in a rush. Yeah, no, I you know, Joker has a lot of the same issues Batman does in the sense that it's like doing an impression of a better movie, but I think it ultimately like unironically achieves more or less, what it's going for. I thought it was pretty decent on a rewatch. Wait, what?
Homie, Lisa left for school without her science project. Can you get it to her?
Oh, do I have to?
Okay, it's fucking New Game Plus basically. Okay. I did barely anything in level 6. Let's do that. You know what moment really fucking you know what particular moment, obviously I've tweeted and ranted and raved about the Joker stuff. Fair enough, whatever, we'll just like leave it. That's one thing. You know what moment I remember just like my jaw just like hitting the floor during the Batman, and it's really stuck with me the more I think about it. The moment in the Batman after like 2 hours of corruption, fucking the cop, Jim, you're the only one I can trust. The one where they fucking bring your man out of the club, the big gangster, and Gordon's like, luckily, we found all the good cops, or some shit like that, and he opens the door, and there's a load of cops, and they're like, he just says, well, we found the good ones. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? The movie just kind of has him find some good cops after this, like, 2-hour wank fest about corruption. It's so odd. It's really bizarre. And it was also a movie that had tons of reshoots, and then the more I think about it, I'm kind of like, did someone put their hand up in a board meeting at some stage and say, we need a shot in the movie where Gordon's like, yeah, there's a lot of shitheads, but look at all these good guys I found in the police. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. And I thought about it a lot since I seen that movie. Let me check what I've got one card and one vehicle. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. Alright, we're not doing any missions. Let's just do side stuff. I see a card over here. Let's go get it.
I gotta work off my gut.
Wait, how the fuck do I get that? Is there a rab? How do I get that? Oh yeah, I guess I could, Damn, that is... Okay, maybe we won't get that one. Let's get a vehicle here, and we'll just try and find something to do. I've also done, like, none of the races on this. This is the second BART area, by the way.
I'll never lose these love handles. Wouldn't be too much trouble. I really need a new car.
I'm trying to think, what else bothered me about the Batman?
Let's hit the town.
I did really like it for the first half. I give it 3 stars on Letterboxd. I thought it was overall very good, but I thought it had a pretty fucking steep fall off in the second half. If I go on the roof, I can get on the light post. See, I was thinking, am I supposed to do a big ramp? No, your idea is probably better than mine. Okay. Let me get one of these Quimby trucks here. Go Quimby. Oh, although even... Oh yeah, maybe I think it's actually just use this, I think is what they want me to do. Oh, they even spawned me on top of it. That's great. Beautiful.
Things make me feel so good.
What was another Batman thing that irked me? Oh, I can't remember. Oh yeah, here's another thing, right? So they do their big fucking the 700th superhero film to do a kind of vague 9/11 homage, where Batman's like, okay, let me pull these people from the rubble, and that's the actual kind of symbol I'm not gonna be a bad guy anymore. It makes people scared. The monologue at the end of the movie, where he's like, I don't want people to fear me anymore. Maybe I'll be more than that. I'm not saying you can't revisit certain themes, but like that monologue, I was watching, I was like, is this not like the exact fucking monologue from the end of The Dark Knight? Maybe not word for word, but like broadly is the point not the exact same? And it's not word for word, but it's also pretty fucking close to it as well. I was like, you're really doing this whole Batman realizes maybe I shouldn't make people scared, maybe I should be a symbol for hope. I'm like, okay, but the most famous Batman movie of all time said that as well, and it was only a couple of years ago, like... Okay, we're in agreement about that. You know what I think the variable on Batman is?
I'm not allowed to beat anyone while I'm
is how much you loved the first 2 hours, I think, is the variable. And I liked it, I didn't love it. I think that's the big variable. I think most people agree on all the third act stuff. But I suppose how much you got out of the first 2 hours is kind of the crucial thing.
3, 2.
Oh, I'm racing Homer in his fucking unbelievably fast car. Yeah, we're gonna have this out at the weekend, Zig. I don't think we have any wrestling booking debates to have, so we're gonna have to have a fucking Batman booking debate. I did like, and this is true of any media, whether it's a film or a comic book or a cartoon, I did like that it's another one of these kind of Batman is just a fucking shithead loser weirdo. Probably is bad for society to have a Batman. I think they did a great job at that. He fucking loses the entire fucking film. He doesn't stop anything from happening. He's like, oh fuck, I fucked up again, Alfred. I like that aspect of it. And Pattinson's great. The funny thing is, I really like those Planet of the Apes movies. Like, I was really excited when Matt Reeves. I should just restart this. This is another Batman stream. Right, there goes our fight. All right. Well, you know what? Once we get a few drinks in, we're gonna start dying on some hills, and it'll still be worth it. You know.
3, 2, 1, whoa!
Let's stop talking about fucking comic book movies. Everyone, either if it's showing near you or you can just stream it. Everyone watch The Worst Person in the World, and we can talk about how great it is. We can all weep and talk about how it moved us emotionally. That is a fucking incredible film. That is one of those fucking came out of the cinema and it was the most fucking surefire 5 stars I've ever given a fucking film. You know, it's one of those. It's like the first time you watch fucking Goodfellas or whatever, which is a weird comparison because they're not the same at all. But I just mean in terms of just I watched it and I was like, that is handily the best film that came out last year, and probably will be handily the best one if it came out this year. God damn, that movie was fucking incredible. Okay, let's restart this because I got that one card. I'm gonna get none of these side quests done. For the remaining 20 minutes or whatever I have of stream. And it's really annoying because a lot of the people, like a ton of my friends are ardently on the record people I know from like when Parasite came out. They're just, oh yeah, I just can't watch a movie with subtitles, and I've already had the fucking arguments with them about Parasite. And so I went into work like after seeing The Worst Person in the World, and I was like, I know people won't watch it because it's a subtitled movie, and you'd have to subscribe to like Mubi to watch it, and they're not there, and most people don't bother doing that either. But I was like, fucking, I just wish people would watch it. I want to have people to talk about it.
You were supposed to eat my dust.
This is fucking hard. Too busy talking about movies. Not focusing on beating Homer here. I wonder, does the game let you, like, if I picked his car, which has his NPC model in it, can I race him against him? Can we do a oh
yeah,
shit!
I totally rule.
Can we do a Homer mirror match here? I have zero recollection of what car you get if you win all 3 races on this, by the way. Ugh. Yeah, as we kind of talked throughout the course of this this playthrough, is like I have tons of memories of the first half of this game and none of the second half. Hey, we did it!
Regular Lance Murdoch, Bart, without the full body cast, of course.
Give it time.
You'll love it, Snowboy. You will absolutely love it.
So cool.
Yeah. I mean, word of caution. It's a little bit of an existential crisis movie. So, bear that in mind before you go see it. Yeah, I saw it with my girlfriend, and it was just coming out of it. It was proper, like, weeping, pondering life. Fucking, it's just tremendous, man. It's really good. I don't want to overhype it, like, but I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it, you know. And we were lucky enough to see it in the cinema, which is always appreciated. There's a local theater here that's doing loads of IFI screenings and getting in indie films and things like that, which is greatly appreciated because the cinema chains in Limerick do barely any of that. So if I was waiting for that kind of thing to get an actual general release in like the Omniplex, I'd be waiting a very long time.
Millhouse, still working for the man, I see. I've decided to buckle under and accept it. The money I earn goes towards my dad's child support payments.
Ah, yes, this would have been prime Kirk is divorced years.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
Okay,
this is
just
too cool for school.
This is just a regular old time trial. It's been a weird but mostly good year for films, I would say, so far. I haven't seen that many, but I've liked an awful lot. I think my favorite film of the year is still X. It would have been Worst Person in the World, but I looked it up and it wasn't. It did get a general release in 21. So. I sticks to the rules, even though it only came out, even though it's fucking halfway through the year before it makes it to Ireland. I put it in my 21 list on Letterboxd, you know. But X is phenomenal. X is phenomenal.
All for Bart.
I kind of like that A24, because everyone's just like, every fucking horror movie they put out, you know, it's actually about fucking society. It makes you think. And they're like, alright, we're gonna put out an over-the-top, weird, fucking ownage creep-out movie. And there's, not that there's no themes to it, but it's kind of, you get, it is what it is type of movie. Do you know what I mean? They're like, alright, we put out 17 different Hereditaries. Let's put out a fucking, you know, thrill ride. X is another one I can't wait to just watch again. It's also, particularly the first half, it's also the most fucking, hey, we saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre and it fucking rocks. It's the most homaging that movie I've seen done in quite a while. Including more than the actual Texas Chainsaw Massacre film that came out this year. Which I also thought was okay.
That was just barely a pass, even under our low standards, Bart.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. I'm trying to think, like, Green Knight, that one pissed me off so much because it was like, as what many people pointed out, it was like filmed here, but you couldn't fucking see the thing in this country in an actual cinema for love nor money. And I looked it up, and it was like, there's a cinema in Galway showing it, and I'm like, great, awesome. My girlfriend did offer to drive me to that same cinema because they were showing Zola, and I really wanted to see Zola, but I was like, I really want to see it. I don't care enough to do a 90-minute commute. I really don't. But it's fucking painful that's the way it is. Do you know what I mean? And whenever you do see things like that are like, you know, actual films, I never stop being surprised at the amount of people who walk out of films. Maybe, I don't know if this happens a lot near you guys. Like, Get Out, I remember a couple got up and walked out, and it wasn't even that deep into it. They hadn't even gotten really weird. Like, these people got up like 45 minutes into it and just didn't come back. X, I'm pretty sure some people left and didn't come back. Yeah. If you see anything that is not an Avengers movie in an actual cinema, you will see people leave. It's so funny. I still haven't even seen Zola, funnily enough, even though it has obviously been on VOD for quite a while now. Oh shit. Right. Whoa, Bart, slow down. Oh, this is gonna be a fucking pain.
Sweet.
Alright. I got no clothing for Bart in this level. Yeah, talking. I mean, listen, I have chronicled my my many cinema. But I feel like it doesn't matter what type of film you're seeing, whether they think it's boring or whether they love it. I'm just constantly surrounded by people talking at all times. I just don't get it. I just do not get it. I really fucking don't. There was also a person, so as I mentioned, I saw Worst Person in the World in a theater. Like, it's a theater 6 days out of the week, but 1 day a week they show a movie, right?
Bingo!
And it's a very theater-ish crowd who goes to see the movies. And again, the movies are your little fucking prestige indie A24. I saw the Tragedy of Macbeth there. It's that kind of movie, right? So you don't get the plebs. And generally speaking, those audiences are very well behaved, and there's no talking, and it's good. But for fucking the worst person in the world, there was a person in there with obviously a share bag of M&Ms, and it's at times a very kind of quiet and somber movie, and you could just hear crunching. And I hate talking. I don't usually care about wrappers or crisp bags, but I could see everyone's head turning. Like, I would have been mortified at this person, because 50 people turned and looked every time she put her hand in her fucking M&Ms, and I was like, man, it's like not only is it would I be embarrassed of making the noise, but the amount of people who turned and looked, I was like, oh my god. And she kept doing it as well. It's one thing if you do it in the first 20 minutes, everyone looks and you go, oh shit. It was the whole way through. Like, it was fucking unbelievable. No, I'm not saying people... Okay, you can eat, get fucking Rolos or some shit that don't, I can make do with the tearing of the packet. Don't get one of those fucking rubbery, plasticky share bags. I eat during the cinema. I'm not saying the eating is what bothers me. If she had a fucking traditional fucking Odeon bucket of popcorn, I wouldn't say anything about the eating sound. It was the rustling of the bag is my fucking point. God, Zig, we're gonna fight about that instead. But yeah, but still, nothing is worse than the going to like a normal cinema and seeing a popular film. My favorite one, I'll probably have to wrap this stream up shortly, but we'll chat about this first. My favorite cinema experience ever is, and by favorite I mean favorite bad experience, was when me and my friend Dave went to see John Wick 3. And there were two lads sitting behind us who were like the same age as us. We were like 27, 8, and they looked roughly our age, maybe a little bit younger. And they were having a normal level conversation the whole way through it. It annoys me when you hear people whisper, but they were not even whispering. They were just like, wait, what did he say? Wait, who's that guy? They were doing that. And it wasn't even like they were doing it to be annoying. I could tell, like, they were just, and they weren't joking, they weren't laughing, they were just legitimately just talking as if you would during a film. And, like, it's John Wick 3, right? It's the fucking third film. This has stuck with me for the fucking 4 years or whatever it's been since this film came out. This boggled my mind, right? After the first two John Wick films, it's established that the world is full of assassins. They're everywhere. And it's also established he's this legend, the boogeyman. You know what I mean? Fucking Keanu Reeves' character, he's this fucking legend. And so 3 kicks off, and he's like hunted by the entire world of assassins. He's got a bounty on him, and they're coming out of the woodwork, and he's fighting. He goes into this one building. He thinks he saves people there. He's fighting. He goes into the library. He's fighting. 25-30 minutes into the film, one of them turns to his friend and goes, "How do they know it's him?" It's John Wick. That's the point of the movies. Everyone knows it's him. It's established in the first 2 that they know who he is. Motherfucker. God. It's like I could understand it when a very similar thing happened during Age of Ultron, where someone turned and asked someone else, "Who's that?" But on that occasion, it was like a 6-year-old asking their father what was happening. This was 2 people who should have known. Oh my god. Oh my god. It wasn't Schindler's List. Who gives a fuck what the film was? I don't give a fuck how good or bad the film is. I don't give a fuck. My point is that if it's dead silent and you're the one person crunching a fucking share bag of M&Ms, you're the arsehole, is my point. Snuck in cans. Oh my god. I mean, vaping's outrageous. How do you not get caught? But snuck in cans. Oh my god. That's fucking ridiculous. I saw a TikTok once of someone going to my local shopping centre. I recognised it. Getting a full, 2 people's worth of KFC. And my local Omniplex is part of a shopping centre, and the Omniplex is literally right next to the KFC. They're directly next to each other. And they were like, "Wait, got a KFC," and this is your sign that you should sneak a KFC into a movie. And they then showed them, "Oh, here's how I stash it in my bag." They brought the smelliest food, the smelliest takeaway of all, and the worst smelling, into a film. in the Omniplex. I was like, that's psychotic. That is actually psychotic. And they were doing it like it's a cutesy little. This is you should do this. Here's how we do it. Here's my order. Here's his order. Ooh, date night into the handbag. I was like, you cunts are fucking psychotic. I couldn't fucking believe that shit. I really fucking couldn't. Okay, we should probably wrap up here on the old Bart section because I don't think we have enough money to buy an outfit. And I'm not gonna wander around. You know, we beat the game, so you know. You brought a boojum in once for our international viewers. That's a burrito. Oh, you smell bag. Don't fucking lecture me about fucking cinema etiquette. Oh. Well, if you're stinking a weed, that's different from smoking it in there. If you go in because you've been smoking and you just generally smell, I mean, listen, we're all wrestling fans. We see the tweets every fucking week about how you know, public gatherings and people's hygiene. If you fucking smell, you smell. I don't give a. I won't judge a person for smelling generally. Bringing a smelly food in is I think you're too strict. It's only the cinema. No, you're so fucking wrong. You're so fucking wrong. Okay, this is it. This is the new fight. This is the new fight we're having at the weekend. You're so fucking wrong. The cinema is the place you should be the strictest. It's like you're paying to see a film. Okay, that's what you're paying to do, right? So, a film is a thing you enjoy. You want to be comfortable, good audio, good visual. Right? That's what you want. And to have it tainted by chatting and rappers and smells and fucking some cunt next to you is eating his fucking boojum, that's outrageous. I actually can't believe this from you. I have never been more disappointed in a man than I am right now at this whole fucking whatever. What? You just bring a fucking boojum into this. Who gives a fuck? You, that's outrageous. I've never fucking seen a film with you. I can tell you that much. You know, I'm not going to see the Batman 2 with you. That's fucking ridiculous. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's only the cinema. Yeah, who gives a fuck, man? Yeah, whatever. Cinema's great. Why would I bring cans? It's not even a fun place to drink. What would the point of bringing the cans be? You can't hear each other talk. That's the other thing. That's the thing I don't get about people who go in giant groups of friends and talk. When me and Dave went to see Uncharted, about 8 people came in who seemed to be on like a quadruple date. I'm not messing. And again, it's Uncharted. Who gives a fuck? It's not high art. But it was like, and they were like having to talk over the movie because the movie was so loud. Why are you there? Why are you there? It costs you money to come in because they're playing the film. Do you know you can just hang out outside and fucking finger each other out on the fucking street instead of coming in and having to speak over Mark Wahlberg? What's your fucking problem? Yeah, why would you bring in cans? It's not a fun place to drink. You've got rigid seats. You're all looking one direction. You can't hear each other. There's other people there who are just eating popcorn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't fucking believe this. This is oh my god. No, but I will freely hold my hands up. I mean, there is most people's lack of tolerance for shit in the cinema, and then I'm a little fascist. I will open a fascist cinema chain. If I win the lottery, I will open, like, you know that shit in the States, the Alamo Draft House? I will open a place that makes that look like Disneyland. I will make it look like fucking Workman's, the amount of noise you'll be allowed to make there compared to mine. I would open a cinema chain where there's like bouncers, and if you crinkle a crisp packet loudly, they'll come over to you and say, "Lad, you do that again, you are fucking out, man. Let me tell you, no joking." I'll put a big disclaimer where they put the age rating of the film, just to let you know this is the content of the film, just beware. I'll put a disclaimer in my cinema chain before the age rating where they go, "Here are the rules. Shut the fuck up. You may quietly eat. You may get up and piss. Get up. It doesn't bother me when people get up to go, you know, you're blocking the street. Who cares? You have to piss. You have to piss. I'm a reasonable man. You can piss." Right? But I'll put the rules on the screen before the film starts. I will say, if you don't like these rules, get up, leave. You can have a refund before the film starts, okay? These are the rules. If you stay until the film starts and you get ejected, you get no money back. You can cry all you want. We're telling you up front in giant block capital letters on the screen. That would be my idea of heaven. That. You can piss. You can put it up with the picture in big letters. Yeah, welcome to Piss, lads. I'm not stopping you pissing. I'm going to be super generous. I'm not even stopping you from eating. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, how about this? I'll supply you with a bowl. You can pour your M&Ms into the bowl. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that? You don't gotta do that. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, listen, I talk about it like a lot, but generally speaking, going to the major cinemas in town, like the big ones that show the blockbusters, I have like a 95% rate of being in there with people who are being unbelievably obnoxious. It's not even kind of like every now and then I'll get a film where people are kind of whispering through it. Like X, when I saw X, that's what I would consider a good cinema experience. They were still whispering. There was still non-stop during it, but I have to call that a win because most of the time people are having full-blown conversations. They're fucking arguing. Their phones ringing. The other thing, when I went to see I said I'd finish fucking 10 minutes ago, but now we're talking. Listen, you might be having a pop, but genuinely, I've heard people say, I've had bad cinema experiences, but you seem to have terrible luck. It might be a Limerick thing. I'll hold my hands up and say it might be a Limerick thing. I will say that. I will say that. I went to see. I know you're. I know. I didn't say you were. I said you may be. But whether you are or you aren't, I do genuinely think it might be a Limerick thing. I have had horrible experiences. I went to see Ford versus Ferrari. Right, that fucking that movie, which was okay overall. Long, but it was alright. Some family came in. It was like a dad and like a kind of I guess an older-ish daughter who looked like maybe 18, 19, and like a younger kind of like 11 or 12-year-old. And the dad was like the stereotype you see in American TV shows. He was like, "Don't go in there." When the two of the characters from that movie are having a fight, he's like, "He's gonna box your head off in a minute." And the box came and he goes, "Yeah, see, I told you, didn't I?" He was doing that, right? He was genuinely doing that, right? Non-stop kind of, if it was a horror movie, he would have been saying, "Don't go in there," that kind of thing, right? He was so loud, he was so obnoxious. The daughter was like, "Dad, shut up. Stop. You're making loads of noise." And he's like, "Oh, I'm just watching the movie." And so he did this, that movie's like 3 hours long as well, so it was like, it was constant. So he was doing this, he was like, "Shut up. Will you shut up?" The daughter was like getting so embarrassed. She's like, "Stop making noise. She's talking the whole way through the movie. People are looking." Then, towards the end of the film, the daughter, who was being embarrassed by her loud father, her phone rang, and she answered it and goes, "Yeah, I'm in the cinema." You were just giving out to your dad for 2 hours. Make nice. Not only that, she didn't get up and leave to take it. She sat in the fucking seat. She sat in the fucking seat. And she goes, "Yeah, I'm in the cinema." "Yeah, Ford versus Ferrari, it's alright, yeah." I was like, how do you have the wherewithal to nudge your father and tell him to shut the fuck up when he's screaming at the screen, and then you answer your phone? I was like, I can't fucking handle this. I think I was on my own for that as well. I can't remember if I was with Dave or not. I must ask him if he remembers this. I think I was on my own because I recalled not having anyone to talk about it. Oh god. Oh my god. That and the John Wick one has stuck with me. I realize those movies aren't that old, but I was just like, I will be talking about that for fucking 10 years. Anyway. Oh god. That's gonna do it. Before I wrap up here, we will we'll talk about our schedule. I'm gonna tweet it out right now, but I'll give you guys the scoop before we wrap up, and I will include this on the old YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for sticking through all this. Usually all the waffling I do before and after the gameplay, but this time I've included the waffling over the gameplay. So if you're watching on YouTube, this is why you should tune in live, because we usually do all this fucking rubbish before or after the stream. I'll include it this time, and I'll include this part because we're also going to do the schedule, right? So as I mentioned yesterday, and as I've been teasing kind of for the last couple of weeks, we're going to do our Simpsons ranking stream. I don't need to recap it. You guys know what it's going to be. It's going to be 3 weeks. Season 1 through 5 next week. Season 6 through 9 the following week. On Tier Maker, the website that everyone uses on Twitch for ranking things. Episode by episode, okay? So we're going to do 1 through 5, and then 6 through 9, and then the third week we will do an ultimate ranking of all the S and A tier episodes, right? So we're going to really sort the men from the boys, right? So that's going to be Wednesday for the first 3 weeks of May. So that's going to be your regularly scheduled Wednesday stream, okay? Here's what else we have coming up for that week. So next Thursday, this day next week, we'll be doing, I mentioned this last night as well, Destroy All Humans 2 on the PS2. Because, of course, Destroy All Humans Remastered was the very first game I ever streamed. So we're going to throw back to it, and we're going to play Destroy All Humans 2. That's a PS2 game, no remaster of that one, so we're going old school for that one there as well. Thursday the 12th, okay, so that's 2 weeks from now. That will be the Wrestling Watch-Along stream, okay? So I'm going to fire up, it's going to be a mix of WWE Network and YouTube, because I've sourced these from different places, and we're going to watch some classic wrestling. That's basically it. We're going to chat about it. Obviously, it's not going to be fucking running commentary, that was a great fucking hip toss. We're just going to watch it, we're going to hang out, we're going to chill, and we're going to just talk about how good or not good or great or overrated or underrated or whatever the matches are. We're going to do that. I have the match list compiled. I think it's a fairly solid list of classics. I think they are they're very well known matches. I expect most of you will have seen them, but probably you might have missed one or two. We're going to have a match recommended by Emma. We're going to have some female representation because we didn't until when I was compiling the matches. So that is Thursday the 12th, and we have 2 shitty matches to include in that as well for a little bit of an interlude. So I'm going to keep the match listing to myself until the actual night, so you won't know what the matches are until we do it. That's Thursday the 12th. So yeah, then Wednesday the 19th, is the Simpsons finale. That week it's going to be a Friday stream instead of a Thursday stream, just FYI. Again, this is all going to be on the tweet. Friday the 20th of May, we're going to be playing Legends of Wrestling on the PlayStation 2. If you don't know what this was Acclaim, after ECW went tits up, Acclaim decided to make their own alternative game to SmackDown. They signed all the free agents circa 2001 and 2. Hogan, Jerry Lawler, fucking Terry Funk. It's absolutely diabolical. It's shit. I haven't played it in 20 years, but I'm going to play that on the 20th. And then we're going to wrap the month of May up with Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday is going to be Fall Guys. Classic, reliable. I wanted to get back to playing Fall Guys on stream for ages. And Wednesday the 25th of May, one last time, brothers, we're going back to Super Mario Sunshine one last time. We're going to do some red coin levels. I have to do the infamous lily pad level, which I don't believe I got around to on stream. And we're going to do some of the red coin versions of levels I've already played, including, we will probably, if I have enough time, we will get to the last level, which has a red coin version. So, against my better judgment, we will return to that. I'll blow the fucking dust off that game and my brain. And, yeah. So that's the schedule for the month of May. I'm going to tweet that out right now. You guys got the scoop, but I shall tweet it. So that's it. So I'm playing Legends of Wrestling. I actually never played 2. I'm actually surprised to hear it was not bad. 1 is a fucking clunker. I remember being so, again, I was prime wrestling hype age. It was 2001. I was fucking bet into wrestling. It was the most hype thing in the world. Everyone in the school was playing it. So we were playing any wrestling game we get our hands on. That game is absolutely atrocious. I don't have the second one. But yeah, so we'll mess around with that. I don't know if it has a story mode or what, but we'll just work through the roster. We'll just fuck around with it. So that's the schedule for May. In the meantime, that's going to do it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for sticking with the channel through it all. And I will be back next week. So yeah, be here. 8 o'clock Irish time, Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be Simpsons debate day for the next 3 weeks. As I said last night, be here and get your voice heard. Don't tweet me after the fact if you watch the VOD and you're like, "This are you what? Marge being not proud? What? You crazy? That's not S tier." Well, if you're not here to fucking fight your case, It's gonna be all me. I'll hear the chat out. I'm a reasonable man, but you got to be here to do it. So that's the next 3 Wednesdays. I'll see you all there for that. And until then, have a lovely long weekend if you're in a country with the bank holiday, which I am. So I'll see you later. Bye bye.